Melissa, I want a divorce.
Huh? What's wrong with you, Ben? What are you talking about? You're gone for 3 days and then you finally contact me. And that's what you say?
I was racking my brain over this the whole time. I had to be true to myself, but then again, if I say it, there is no turning back. But I finally made up my mind, and before I lose confidence in myself again, I decide to come right out and say it.
Oh, yeah. So why? What's the reason for this sudden life-altering decision?
Yeah. Well, there's this girl. And I kind of like her. No. I love her and I want to marry her, so... Her name is...
Tammy, right?
Huh? Why did you...
You're really dense, aren't you? I knew a long time ago that you and my little sister Tammy were sneaking around behind my back. I wanted definite proof, so I even hired a private investigator to check you guys out.
Huh? But how? Where did we screw up?
Actually, it was pretty easy. Tammy wasn't really discreet about the relationship. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure she wanted me to find out.
You're not serious.
She would upload photos to Instagram, sort of hinting at the relationship. You should check it out for yourself.
Hinting? What do you mean? I saw those photos. There is nothing outrageous.
Look a little closer. There are little messages in there. There's one where you turn it upside down and it reads, "I love Ben." Just the other day, she uploaded a photo with the caption, "Dinner with my boo," and I could see her reflection in the wine glass.
Holy crap! Are you serious?
Like I said, I hired a private investigator to check you guys out and to collect all the evidence. I'll give you that divorce, but you will pay for it. Literally.
Pay for it? You mean pay compensation?
Bingo! If you were racking your brains to finally come to a decision, you must have thought about that.
But Tammy said, you being her sister, she was sure that you would not go that far. They wouldn't demand compensation.
Sorry to disappoint you, Ben. Reality is a bitch. My lawyer will draw up papers for the compensation demand. It makes no difference if you're family or not. You have to face up to the consequences. You're living at Tammy's place now, right? I probably won't get much out of you with your meager salary. But my lawyer will be visiting you, so I suggest you take his advice. Or this thing will go to court and it will just cost you more time and money, and less time with your beloved Tammy. I urge you to do the right thing.
Hey sis, how are ya? Did you get a call from Ben yesterday? You knew about the divorce. Shocker, huh? So, did you think about it? When did you decide this is gonna happen? Sooner the better.
You're being a bit hasty, don't you think? You can't make a decision about these things in a day or two. It's more complicated than that.
All you have to do is sign the divorce papers and submit them. That's it, right? What's so hard about that? Doesn't seem too complicated to me. You're just dragging your heels. You don't want this divorce. He doesn't love you anymore. Just give it up for God's sake.
Am I experiencing deja vu? A repeat of yesterday?
What are you talking about?
Compensation.
Huh?
You guys are planning to blow everything open one of these days anyway. I'm sure you thought about compensation. That's what a husband usually does when he cheats on his wife.
Oh, come on, Melissa. Are you serious? You're going to demand money from your own sister?
Reality is a bitch. Sister, ex-husband, demanding compensation in such matters, it makes not difference at all.
Am I hearing you right? I'm your own flesh and blood, for God's sake.
You guys went behind my back and had an affair. Legally, you're obligated to pay up. Family or otherwise, life's a bitch.
Yeah, you already said that. All right. Ben will probably work things out anyway. Have it your way.
My lawyer will be visiting you guys soon, so I will expect full compensation for stealing my husband away from me.
Hey, sis. Tammy here. Hey, the compensation was deposited into your bank account already, right?
Yeah, I confirmed it yesterday, so I submitted the divorce papers right after that.
Great, thanks for that. You know what? We already submitted our marriage registration at City Hall today.
Wow, that was fast.
Not fast enough. I wanted to be Ben's wife for so long, and that day has finally come. I'm ecstatic. Boy, oh boy, you don't know how happy I am. This is a dream come true for me.
I'm actually grateful. There was no need to take this to court. That would have been a complete hassle, to be honest.
Huh? Court? What are you talking about?
Nothing that complicated. Actually, I was thinking of divorcing Ben way before you guys started seeing each other. But if he refused and we had to go to court, it would have taken time and money. It would have been one big hassle. But just my luck. You guys started to see each other behind my back, and eventually Ben came to me begging for a divorce. Man, what a stroke of luck.
Oh, really? Actually, you sound more like a sore loser to me.
Can I ask you something, Tammy?
What? I'm actually feeling great now, so yeah, ask away.
What was so great about Ben? What was it that attracted you to him? Seriously, I really want to know.
Huh? Well, it was...
It may seem kind of strange for me to say. After all, I was married to him, but... Seeing all your past boyfriends, Ben just didn't seem the type that you would, you'd be attracted to.
Oh my god, Melissa, never thought I'd see the day that you'd be so totally defeated.
Defeated?
I mean, you make him sound so disagreeable. He's actually a really cool guy. Very reliable if you get my meaning. You're like a dog with its tail between its legs, scampering away.
Okay, I see. Well, I got what I wanted, so I have no complaints. All that's left is for him to gather up his things here and move out. Then we are completely done.
Huh? Hold on a second, Melissa. It's you that has to gather up your things.
Huh? Now why would I do that?
Come on, sis. That house. Ben bought that house, right? It's in his name, right? The house is way too big for you alone. A nice little 5-bedroom house with a garden and a patio. What I've always wanted. I plan to have Mom and Dad live there with us, so we're getting ready to move in, so I would appreciate that you move out as soon as possible. As you know, Mom and Dad don't get along with you, so no way we can all live together. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, Mom and Dad have always been on your side. I hated that environment growing up, and that's why I left home after graduating from high school.
Yeah, so you're aware of the situation, so I need you out of that house as soon as possible.
But you're forgetting one important fact. This house, it belongs to a friend of mine, a married couple I'm very friendly with.
Huh? What the hell are you blabbering on about?
My friends are currently stationed overseas. They are stationed over there for 3 years, so they asked me to look after their home until they return. But they're scheduled to return in 2 weeks, so I'm currently getting ready to move out.
Hold it a sec. Wait, what?
When Ben and I got married 2 years ago, he was well aware of the fact.
You're kidding me!
Hey, Melissa. Please pick up. Let's get back together. Please. I told Tammy and her parents that my part-time job paid $1,200 a month. They almost crucified me.
Wow, I saw it coming, but that was fast.
They all thought I was a full-time worker at that office. And at that house that your friend owns. They thought it was mine. That I inherited it or something. I don't know where the hell they got that idea. That house is huge. They figured I must have a good paying job to be able to afford such a house.
Boy, you really haven't changed.
This isn't funny! What am I going to do? After that, they made me sign the divorce papers and kicked me out of the house. I'm sitting in the park by the school now. What am I going to do? Could you come pick me up? Please, Melissa. I have no one to turn to.
The park by the school? That's right near where my folks and Tammy live. No way I'm going down there. I really don't want to be anywhere near them.
My folks live really far away. Besides, after I said I was going to divorce you, they cut ties with me. They said they never want to see me again. I have nowhere to go. I'm going to have to sleep right here in this park.
There's a Days Inn down the block. Get a room there.
I would, but I have no money.
Huh?
I quit my part-time job yesterday.
Wait a sec. You quit? Why'd you go and do that?
Well, Tammy said we would be living with her parents once we got married, so I figured she meant she wanted me to live with her folks at their home. If I was to live at their house, well, it takes more than an hour to my job, so I thought I would look for a job closer by. But they were getting all packed and ready to go to that house, the one your friend owns. They told me that the house they were living in was only a rental, and they terminated the lease on both the house and Tammy's apartment today.
Okay, let me get this straight. You thought you were going to live with them, and they thought they were going to live with you. Got your wires all crossed. Now you guys have nowhere to live. That about right?
I paid your compensation as the lawyer instructed. Otherwise, it would go to court, and I don't have any money to hire a lawyer. How did I even get myself into this mess? The only option I have left is to get back together with you.
You're not serious. Not on your life.
Huh? But I have nothing.
Now that it's all come to this, ever since the company you worked for went bankrupt, you've been content with that part-time job, not bothering to look for a real job. My take-home pay was way better than yours. You treated me as if I was your ATM machine. Always asking for handouts. I was getting sick and tired of it. I wanted to divorce you even before I found out you were cheating on me.
Please, give me another chance. I'll look for a full-time job right away, so please help me out here.
A little late for that, don't you think? I never want to see you again. See ya!
Please, Melissa, don't abandon me. I'm sorry.
Melissa, you there? You said you were moving out of that house. Where are you going? Give me the address. Right away.
Excuse me? I have no reason to tell you. Why would I even tell you guys?
If you don't tell us, what are we supposed to do? Sleep in the park?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I really have to go.
We were planning on living in that house. We already terminated our lease on the house and I moved out of my apartment last week. So we have nowhere to go. So, the only place we have left is to live at your new place. So come on, give me your address.
That's not going to happen.
Huh? Why is that? I can't believe you. Your family's in trouble and you're not going to give us a helping hand? You're cruel.
You really think I'm going to help a sister who stole my husband and my so-called parents who encouraged her? Who in their right mind would help people like you? Family or otherwise. Anyway, we cut all family ties, right? You people mean nothing to me.
Okay, then I will reinstate you as a family member. How's that? We could be one big family again. So tell us where you're moving to.
Sorry, but I would rather you not reinstate me. I have no intention of being part of this so-called one big family.
Huh? But...
Besides, the place I'm moving to is my company dormitory. I can't have strangers sleeping over.
Huh? A company dorm?
Yeah, it's a woman's only dorm. There are strict rules, especially regarding unauthorized people living there. There's a custodian in the lobby that checks employee IDs.
What? When did all this happen? Why you? Why do you get special treatment? What about us?
What's the problem? Just find another place to live. Lease a house or get an apartment somewhere. Maybe you can get Dad to ask his company. I'm sure they have employee apartments. Temporarily, even. He should get advice from his company. I'm sure they'll help him out somehow. Mine did.
Dad quit his job last month.
Excuse me?
He thought Ben was making loads of money. So he figured Ben would support him and we could live in that big house. He didn't think it was necessary to work anymore, so he retired early. He got a paltry retirement pay, but after paying you, well, there was not much left.
My God, you guys really screwed things up.
What am I gonna do, Melissa? Please help us out. It's the least you can do.
Please, don't come begging to me for help.
Huh?
I will say this one last time. I have no intention of continuing any family relationship with a sister who stole my husband and parents who backed her up. I have no family. Simple as that.
Come on, please, Melissa. We're family. Don't abandon us.
After that conversation, I thought that was the end of it, but the next day, my sister and my parents came barging into my office demanding to see me. Fortunately, I was not there. I retired from that company years ago. That was my old place of employment. But they still accused the receptionist of lying and insisted that she bring me out. They continued in this vein for hours until the police were eventually called. A relative was finally located and had to come to the police station to bail them out. They reluctantly returned to this relative's small farmhouse in the countryside. The relative's house is quite a distance away, so I will probably never see them again. As for Ben, he talked his way into a friend's place for a few nights, which apparently turned into a few weeks. On top of that, his friend borrowed money in his name and, one day, just up and disappeared, leaving him holding the bag. Well, he ended up being in debt to some scary people. I hear he's working his butt off at one of their warehouses somewhere. Not a very promising environment to be in. I would hate to be in his shoes. He's still young. Maybe he'll make it out alive.